Folks, a couple days ago, I posted a piece called If You're a Girl in America. It's a commentary on how American culture traps girls and women in an impossible web of expectations, then blames them for being caught in it. I posted it across several platforms. It resonated with many people, and as you would expect, it triggered many others. What strikes me about the folks who took issue with the piece was how every one of them presented their objections in a way that assigned me a role in their narrative, which reinforced the whole point of the piece. As a girl or a woman in America, we're at the mercy of whoever needs us to be the supporting character in their story. And most of the time, that means we need to be subordinate, wrong, dirty, greedy, selfish, stupid, vain, or some combination thereof. And we are not her. We are not the she that the MAGA right wants us to be. The folks who objected to the piece wanted me to be the lonely grandma who wishes I could be young again, or a feminist Nazi, an erasable idea. Instead, I am just a woman in a lovely life I fought for. I'm aiming for what Catherine Grody said recently when she was interviewed with her husband, Mandy Patinkin. She said, I want to be messy. I want to be human. I want to make mistakes. I want to apologize. I want to be tactile. Yes, Catherine, me too. Because that's the only feasible way to be in this world. We've got to go all in with the humanness that we landed in. Biological bodies work a certain way. Bodies need certain things. We're not that complicated. And we're all imperfect. I'm cool to be bumbling along, accepting of fellow bumblers, which makes me threatening. Because their strategy of othering and battering dissent and policing purity and sanctioning religious bigotry and funding violence and perversion is not survivable. It's an impossible path for humans. Not unless the robots take over. Still, their strategy is seeping. Have you noticed? The blindest, laziest kind of hate is platformed more and more. A bunch of college-aged punks just got airtime trying to debate Mehdi Hasan. They didn't actually debate, they just recited hate in talking points they didn't even come up with themselves. Way to go, Jubilee. Charlie Kirk is publicly ensnaring our kids on college campuses across the nation and getting lots of views for it. Fox News' Greg Gutfeld is testing new slang on air. He's replacing the N-word historically used to disparage black people with the N-word from 1930s Germany, all in the goal of normalizing that kind of speech. And also to distract from the fact that Trump is in the Epstein files. The thing that scares me is that humans will absorb a message that's repeated over and over again. And being cast in the roles that people with little imagination assign us leaves a mark. The way women and girls are being treated today has turned a toxic corner. One of the things we can do is model the antithesis of what the sickos are offering. The act of resistance is happily, humanly messy. Don't get me wrong, we can be meticulously groomed, stunningly put together, creative, smart, fantabulous, or not. Regardless, we get to be human. We get to make mistakes. We get to apologize. We get to be tactile. We don't have to try to squeeze ourselves into the shapes that make the MAGA right feel powerful. We get to be our messy selves. That's the path I want girls and women to forge. We owe that much to ourselves and our forest of sisters. Yeah. Well, MAGA right, have the day you deserve.